Hi, this is Jill from Fabric Garden, and we are going to start a little series of videos about gifts that you can make yourself for your friends or your family. These are going to be gifts that are pretty quick to make, that you can make a bunch if you want to in just an afternoon. So today we're going to start with the hot bowl cozy. The cozy is a little bowl. It's actually like a hot pad but shaped like a bowl, and you can put your bowl in here and you can microwave oatmeal or warm up something in there and be able to get it out of the microwave without burning your fingers. Now the bowl cozy you could make with leftover strips from a jelly roll, or if you were going to make a whole bunch, you could buy a whole jelly roll and use that whole line to make. You could just pick cute little fat quarters and make them just from solid basic fabrics. You could even have fun and pick a novelty fabric. If somebody likes surfing, you could pick surfboard fabric, or if they like cats, you can pick cat fabric. So it could be fun to match the fabric to the likes of the person you're making the bowl cozy for. So let's get to it and let me show you how it's made. So we are using a pattern that comes from the Gypsy Quilter, and there is a template, and if you would like, there is also pre-cut batting for this. So the template is for marking the shape of the bowl. And just a quick note, the template is a Mylar. It is not a heavy acrylic. That's how they keep the price reasonable on this. But because it is just Mylar, do not attempt to use your rotary cutter to cut around this. You will want to draw around it, and when it's time to cut, there are 4 straight sides. You could use your ruler and rotary cutter to cut the straight sides and then come back and scissor cut the curves. But do not use your rotary cutter all the way around this. Now you'll notice the template has some marked lines in it, and I don't know if you can see it, but the template also has some grooves on all 4 sides for taking the darts in the project. So if you use the pre-cut batting, you don't need to worry about these marks for the darts. That's already comes cut for you. If you are going to use your own batting, you need to make sure that it is 100% cotton. And you also want to be cautious that it is not the warm and natural batting that has seeds in it. The seeds have oil, and if you put that in the microwave, you will burn little holes in your fabric. So it needs to be 100% cotton with no seeds. So if you're going to mark your own batting, you put your template on, you mark all the way around it, and then you use the slits in the template to mark your darts, and then you would cut that out. You will need 2 for each bowl. Again, if you get the batting all pre-cut, it's the right kind of batting and it's ready to go. So if you notice, the template has 4 black lines on it. That is, if you want to sew strips together, when you go to mark, you will just line those black lines up on your seam lines and then trace and cut. On your fabric, you do not need to trace or cut the darts. So once you have your fabric sewn and cut, you will then, and you will need to do this twice for the outside and the inside, you will put the batting and the batting together, and you need to give it a little quilt. This was the jelly roll, so we just quilted right in the ditch, or you could just do a simple X from corner to corner. That works very nicely on these. And then you will fold up your batting and you will sew a 1/4 inch, and you can see that fabric is right there, and then you will just trim that fabric off. And you will do that on all 4 sides, and you will make 2 of these, one for the outside and one for the inside. You could use the same fabric inside and out, or you could use different fabrics for inside and out. So once you have your 2 pieces, you're going to place them right sides together, matching up your darts, and you'll want those pressed open so the bulk is less. And you will pin them or use your Wonder Clips to hold them together. And you want to make sure that you leave an opening for turning. I like to leave my opening in as straight of an area as possible, and not on a curve, because it can be hard to get that turned under right on the curve. So leave an opening, sew all the way around. I recommend using a 1/2 inch seam allowance at this point. And I'll tell you why here in a second. But you go around, leave an opening, 1/2 inch seam allowance, and then when you turn it, do I have my piece? Yeah. You turn it, you are going to take your turner, you're going to get this turned, get it all turned out the way you like it. And you could see when you're turning under batting and fabric, if this were just a 1/4 inch, it would be thick and it would be very difficult to get those to match up. By doing a 1/2 inch, it's really pretty easy to turn it under and have it all set. So once you have it turned, you're almost done. You just need to top stitch all the way around the edge. And I like to use about a 1/4 inch. Where's my bowl? About a 1/4 inch all the way around, and it's done. So now your bowl is done. You could see, if you use the pre-cut batting, you could make a dozen of these in an afternoon, no problem. Now, it releases in a week or so here, and we've already got it on order, but they are now releasing a hot plate cozy. So we will be able to use to put a plate of food in to warm it up and still have a nice cozy to put your plate on and get it out without burning your fingers. So remember, this will be up on our website. It is called the Bowl Cozy Template, and it is called Bowl Cozy Pre-Cut Batting. You can order these via the website, or you can call on the phone and order, or hey, you can come right on in and pick them up here in the shop. If you're interested in the plate cozy, you can call and get yourself on our special order list, and when they come off pre-order and arrive in the shop, we can give you a call. I think your family and friends will love this as a gift. They will use it all the time, and you will have fun making them. Thank you.